TCC 4040, man, 40. Wow. This is insane. You already know what it is, though. Roll that intro. Welcome back. TCC 40. Last week was a free for all. We call it a freestyle, actually. But this week's topic, man, something that's been on my mind for a while now, and it's just idle time. Idle time. Right. And when it comes to our youth, we believe here at the T.R.O.Y Center that idle time could be one of the worst enemies that our youth face. I know. One of the worst. Idle time is that time where they just have nothing to do. Right? Let's take a typical day for a youth, a high school youth. Let's say they wake up at 6:30, 7ish. They have to be at school roughly 8? I'm not sure. Correct me on this. Let me know what I'm missing. It's been a few years since I've been in high school. But 8 o'clock, I believe, something like that. And then from 8, they'll go, to school, get out of school about 2:30, 3 o'clock ish. Back in St. Louis, we used to get out of school at 2:10. I remember that. McClure High School, 2:10. Bam. But I think it's let's just say 2:30, 3 o'clock. If they're not involved in any sporting activities or like the band or any kind of after school, programming, what do they do from, let's just call it 4 o'clock until bedtime, which a lot of our youth are probably in bed by, let's just call it 10. From 4 to 10, that's 6 hours. 6 hours of what? Homework? What are they doing? And that's where we come in, the T.R.O.Y Center, right? As you can see, if you've been following us, we have been doing some things in the school for sure, because that's how we build the rapport, our relationships, not with just the youth though, but with teachers, counselors, coaches, at the actual school sites, right? So, but what happens during that idle time? We've already established the relationships and now we're, building the rapport with the youth. So what are they going to do after school? They will see the T.R.O.Y Center. We'll provide them with some of the things that we've talked about in previous TCCs, which is mentors, tutors, life skill coaches, just coaches in general, right? An advocate, someone who can be there for them during those idle times. And not even just someone who can be there for them, but we can provide different things for them to stay busy, whether it be perfecting a craft. And you may say, well, how do the youth have a craft already? That's what we specialize in. We want to make sure we identify what our youth are good at, right? So then now we can help them hone in on that particular topic or that particular thing that they like to do outside of school. And it's positive and productive. So now that idle time is lessened, right? Meaning there's less idle time and more productive time, productive hours, doing things in a positive manner. Because during that idle time is when a lot of our youth tend to find themselves in trouble and doing things that they know they have no business doing. So we got to keep them busy. If they play sports or they do things, that's even better. We're keeping them busy to where they don't have that downtime to where they can get into some mischief, if you will, right? So one of the main things that we're also doing right now is we're trying to join forces with the city of Fresno and One Fresno, to where we can help these young men and these young women get jobs, right? And not only will we help them get the job, we will give them the tools necessary to keep the job. And then with that employment, what they can then do is change the whole trajectory of their lives and possibly their families' lives, right? Another huge element and a huge part to helping these youth, with jobs and doing something, productive in the community, is talking to their guardians, their parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, cousins, to where when they leave us for that little time, and hopefully, they'll be in our care and then they'll be in the school's care. So once again, being in the schools as a choice center, we're speaking the same language as the teachers, the coaches, the counselors. So then when they come to us, it's familiar. So then now what we do is we speak to the parents, the guardians, the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins, to where we're all speaking the same language. So there's a consistency there with our youth, and there's less idle time. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we will do here at the T.R.O.Y Center. Provide avenues of possibilities, right? So when we come into the fold, a lot of the youth say, well, okay, we got these, but we need something to do. So this isn't some just like a study in which we went in and talked to scientists or researchers. No, this is a need that the youth are actually telling us that they need. Who's listening to the youth? If they're not shooting, robbing, stealing, fighting, who's listening to them? We are. The T.R.O.Y Center, truly reviving our youth. So when we have that downtime with the youth and we're talking to them, trying to keep them occupied and busy, we're listening to what it is that they're saying. And a lot of them are saying that, hey, we need something to do. Yeah, you can get us a job, but how do we maintain this job? Right. Okay. Mental notes are being taken when these young men and women are talking to us. So that's what we're here to provide. And we can alleviate idle time, right? TCC 40, man. How are we going to do it? And guess what? We can't do it alone. We cannot do it alone. So we have to partner up with the city of Fresno and other community-based organizations and just other local businesses here in Fresno. And then hopefully it can grow to the Central Valley, California, and therefore thereon, So, man, who's with us? Actually, who's going to join us? If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. This is what we're doing here. In the future, we'll get out and do some vlogging so we can see some more things here on our YouTube channel. But this is what it is. We're trying to get our message out there and let you all know what it is that we do here at the T.R.O.Y Center. And this is transparent. Being transparent is extremely key. And coming down the pipe right now for us is, trying to team up with the city of Fresno and do this work and actually help our youth get employment. All right. If you haven't already, subscribe and leave a comment down in the comment box below. We just want to know who's going to join us. TCC 40. Let's go. Peace.